Hi, welcome back, and I'm hoping everyone is having a great evening. Today, I um do what I do most mornings, get up, meditate. I was running behind this morning. Lately, I've been sleeping into 6:30. I have no idea why, but I've been getting pretty lazy since I've been out of work with my foot, but I'll soon be back because it's healing up great. Thank God. But I got up this morning, fix my coffee. Usually I go on a Dunkin' Donuts run, but since it was snow and ice on the ground, I wasn't able to go, so I had to make my own coffee, which was fine. Um, but I read a little bit, meditated a little bit, and listened to a couple of sermons today. And what got my attention through some of the sermons that I was watching is running your own race, like staying in your own lane. Whatever gift God put inside of you, that gift is what you need to try to develop, not what somebody else's gift is. Like for me, I can't sing, so I know not to try to sing. I can only do what God put inside me to do. And once we get to that point of asking God, what is it that you created us for? What is our purpose? And not even just only that, trying to figure out the gifts that He placed inside us. Now, some people may get mixed up our gifts, our passions, um, as for our purpose. And it may be, but it's something that you can do really, really well without a doubt, whether it's communicating with others, motivating them, doing hair, cooking, I don't know, whatever your gift is, that's what you need to stay in your lane for. Now, I can cook, but I don't have a desire to um, open a shop or something to eat. No, because I don't like cooking. I cooked for 24 years, and before then, I cooked before I had my first daughter. So, cooking is not what I want to do, but I have to cook because I have um a younger daughter too. So I have to cook now, and I cooked all my life. So no, I it's not a desire that I will open a restaurant or anything now. My sister, on the other hand, she loves to cook, and that is her desire to open a restaurant one day. She can have that. I'm not. That's not me. So I wouldn't even place myself in that type of setting. Now, in my younger days, like before my journey started, I probably could just, just go get a job here and there or wherever just to make money. But now I'm at the level in my life that I want to work in what makes me happy, my purpose, my passion, whatever foundation God has allowed me to do. That's what I want to work in. I do not want to fulfill someone else's dream as far as continue working at the hospital. Not that it's a problem because I'm serving there and I'm talking about the Lord there too, but it's my time. It's my time. It's the Lord's time for Him to work and show me and me to really get serious about my walk. Now, here's the thing with staying in your lane, God puts the gift inside us, but we have to do the work and search it out, and we have to develop whatever God put inside us. Now, what He's not going to do is come and make you do it. And He will give you wisdom and tell you how to do it. But it's up to us to develop our gifts. Like being a surgeon. If that's that person's gift, God put that desire there, and God will help that person with schooling and passing all the tests and state exams that they have to do in order to be a surgeon. But they have to develop their own skill on their own in order to be successful and the best at it. But truly, it's just a matter of you. It's a matter of you. What God won't do is develop something that He didn't put in you. God can't pull something out of you that He didn't put in. So, with that being said, if I know that I'm not a baker and I try to force myself to bake, And I know that that's not my gift. That's not something my heart desired. But I see Annie Lou over here doing it. That's just a name I made up. And she's successful at it. So therefore, I want to do that same thing. That's not going to work. Everybody has their own purpose, their own calling, what God created you to be. Like, you're unique. So he's not going to create you to be like somebody else. Now, with that being said, can you do something else like somebody else and it still sell and be big? Yes, you can. It's thousands of brands on the shelf. So I believe in that, but I do believe that God has made and created you unique. With that being said, like, I know part of what God created me to do, and I'm kind of seeing it, but like with him asking me, or not even asking, but giving me the desire in my heart to do these videos are not something that I would normally do. This is not what I would normally do. I feel like it's not me, but he's putting me here for whatever reason, for his future in mind, building a foundation. I would prefer to be in the back somewhere, somebody else do it, and I listen to it or give input, just whatever the case may be. But I definitely know I am not out of my lane with these videos, because the desire wouldn't be there. And it takes so much out of me to even get up here to do them. Like, it's like a force that, or anxiety that doesn't want me to do it. So I learn, for me in my walk, whenever I see anxiety or fear about a situation or something that I'm gonna do, I need to push forward, because then that's what God's telling me to do. Now, you have to have your own discernment in that area to know that. So that's why it is so important to build your relationship with God, so you'll know about your own walk, your own lane. What are you created to do, and stand in your lane. Now, another thing, I think if you're somebody that still working in your purpose, or not even purpose, your passion, because you love, let's say you love to do hair, and you've been doing hair for about 10 years and it hasn't gotten you anywhere. You haven't brought your house out of it. There's no foundation, that there is nothing. I think that that's when it's time to go back to God and see what is the real thing that he wants you to do. I don't and I don't think for 20 years that you should be doing something and there's no progress, no growth, no growth. And that's what I'm learning about myself as well. So as I sit here and I tell you guys about staying in your lane, figuring out what God created you to be, your unique self, I'm taking this same advice in too, because like I said, I have been reflecting this year, because I'm pretty much in the same situation. I feel like from the last few years, I don't feel like there's no growth. And when I say growth, not spiritually, but there's no movement. I have to give God something to work with, and I haven't been doing that. So now I'm pretty much reflecting, want to be free, and learning how to get what's in me out of me, if that makes sense to you guys. So don't think I'm just sitting here telling you guys something and I'm not using the same thing, because I am. That's why I'm sharing it. This is my journey. And that's what I've been struggling with lately, is trying to figure out my reasons, my purpose, my everything, my thing. And like I said, I know part of it, but I don't ever want to just sit down and be like, oh yeah, well, Sue Lee doing that, I can do that too, and do it better, knowing good and well that's not my desire. You see what I'm saying? So when I say stay in your own lane, just know what your gifts are and your talents, so you won't be wasting your time and nobody else's time trying to figure it out. It's just, I really believe, for me, I know I need a mentor. I really, really do. And I say in all my videos until somebody see this video and just like, oh, I'll be your mentor. And it just won't be anybody. It'll be somebody the Lord sent, because I do not trust a lot of people, and I don't listen to a lot of people around my setting, my insides. I don't take in a lot of feeding. I have to know that you actually worship God and love God, read the word, and that your heart is after God. Like, I have to know that, because that's where I'm at. I don't want anything. I'm just very protected for me. I'm very protective over me in my walk with God, because I know right now it's a lot of people that's speaking and talking, and half of the people that's speaking and talking really don't spend as much time as they should with God, or what I feel like they should with God, but yet can tell me so much about myself. I have to see the fruit that you bear. And some people are real good at hiding it, but for me, I do a lot of meditating, and I'm gonna ask God anyway, whether it's friendships or not. If God said get rid of a friendship, that's what it is. I have no problem with that. I never did, but hey, it is what it is. But I just wanted you guys to know, really, just to stay in your own lane. Know what your gifts are. Know how fast or how slow you're running your race. This is not a marathon that you have to try to run or beat this person or that person. That's not the case. If anything, like for me, I'm going so slow, and it's not that I want to go so slow. It's just getting a lot of things corrected. My character, whatever strongholds, generational curses, those things that's in my life that's hindering my walk or giving my 100%, my full potential of knowing what my purpose is. That's what I've been doing, sitting at home, trying to get me together. So it's not wasted time that I hurt my foot, that I sprung my foot. It's not wasted time. Like I said, I don't feel like I grew let me see, in my material things, which is always fine. But I think with my heart and my relationship with God has grown a whole lot. But the main thing I wanted you to take away from this video is, looking at this video, these are my videos for me to look back on, whether it's 5 years from now. Well, it'll be the end of the year. I can look back on these videos and see how much I grew, because I do be nervous up here. Everything is not perfect, but I share them with you guys because this is what God said to do. But they're more for me to look at my growth, and seeing what God going to do in the future. And not only that, with my girls, I want them to also be in a situation one day where they just look and be like, okay, look how much, or look how different it is from now. One of these days, I'm going to be extremely comfortable, no stuttering, just flowing, okay? I'm going to be flowing, and I know it. But I just wanted to jump up here just to let you know that God can't pull something out of you he didn't put in you. God will never pull something out of you that he did not put in you. So if you're a dancer and you just want to go be, let's say, a construction worker, if that's not what God put in you, where is it going to lead? You have to use what God put in you, because that's what's going to grow. That's the fruit. That's the seed. That's what's going to grow. Now, granted, we have to do any job to pay our bills just as well as me, until whatever he put in me start moving, so be it. But never do something just because somebody else is doing it. Stay in your own lane and run your own race. Even with groups or joining things, you have to really be careful with those things too. You always have to ask God where and where to place you and how to place you, and should you join this or should you not join this. For some people that's just like, okay, whatever, simple. But me, my foundation is totally built on God. Now, I'm not the one that's going to say, God, should I wear this or should I wear that? No, but decisions, and if I'm going to be mingling with other people, I have to know exactly that, okay, it's okay. And if not, I'll get that feeling. Because that's the same thing just with people. I get vibes. I know when it's a bad spirit. Like, I know. And I'm so grateful for that discernment. I'm so grateful. So I am not going to stay up here long. I just wanted to come up here and let you guys know, no, I don't have a verse for you today because I'm still rereading the ones that I gave you this week. But I wanted you to know to please ask God to stir up your gifts, your talents. What are you to do? Your purpose. So that it may manifest. Asking for wisdom and knowledge and understanding on how to do those things. The worst thing you can do is be running a race that wasn't even for you. So until next time, you guys just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope this stuff helps you as much as it's helping me, because I have to, well, I don't like listening to myself right now, but some of them I do go back and I'll be like, oh wow, I really grew, especially the ones that's from a year. But because I didn't keep it going, I have to get comfortable now with doing them over. So if I would have kept going like God asked me to, being obedient, I don't know where I would have been by now. But he's a good father. And this year, I made a commitment to myself with God in the foundation that this is what you want me to do. This is what I'm going to do. And like I said, the videos are for you to see my journey and so much of a mess and how I'm overcoming and walking through it and trying to figure this thing out, just as well as you guys holding on to God's unchanging hand during all this season. And what better way to show you besides get up here and tell you? I'm not a millionaire. I'm working paycheck to paycheck, just like each and every one of you. Well, some of you. So I'm just excited to see exactly what God is going to do in my life and what he's going to do in your guys' life as well. But that's what I want to say. Just make sure you're running your race. Make sure you're in your talent, your gift. Not because you think it's a good look. You need your foundation built on God. And once you get that in place, you can take off. So until then, have a great evening. And make sure you meditate on some of those scriptures from my previous videos. And pray before you go to bed. And not just for yourself, but the nation. Because we all need it. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.